You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Donald Trump is putting pressure on us, and then all of a sudden, someone is also using the UK. Who said this? Adamu, security consultant and CEO of Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited. Dr. Kabir Adamu has claimed that recent political pressures from US President Donald Trump and the United Kingdom may not be coincidental but rather a coordinated move influenced by a powerful political actor seeking to destabilize Nigeria. In a Channels TV interview, Dr. Adamu raised concerns about the synchronized action of Western powers, questioning the motives behind them. Donald Trump is putting pressure on us, and then suddenly someone appears to be using the UK to do the same. There is definitely a game being played, though I can't yet tell what it is. My hope is that Nigeria's leadership stays alert and manages it wisely, he remarked. Dr. Adamu emphasized that such travel warnings are standard diplomatic practices and should not be interpreted as extraordinary development. Yet, he observed a worrying trend where normal advisories are being exaggerated into a narrative of crisis. He pointed out that Western embassies routinely assess security risks and adjust their advisories accordingly, noting that the latest UK notice does not list any new states as dangerous compared to previous versions. The heightened media coverage, in his view, indicates a calculated attempt to exert political pressure on Nigeria. He concluded by urging the government to handle the situation with vigilance and strategic foresight, as the motives behind these actions remain uncertain. Well, everybody has been, airing their view as regards what the West really wants. And there's different, schools of thoughts and groups of, views that are saying different things. For example, some are of the opinion that because of the new administration in power in Nigeria and the direction with which the administration is going, is affecting, for example, the business of the US world over, and the interest of US in sub-Saharan Africa, especially West Africa, and Nigeria made the main focus, is being threatened. Looking at the fact that some of the economic recovery that Nigeria is achieving as at present, of course, is going to have its negative effect somewhere. And some people are of the opinion that for a refinery to be established in Nigeria, it means creating jobs for Nigerians and then laying off some people out of job even in other areas. That is from countries where refineries are, and the crude from Nigeria are taken there before now, even for refining. And now that we have our own indigenous, refinery, and that we are not going out to refine, of course, such market will be cut off, and the exchange, the foreign exchange that such country will get, is no more there, because it is one thing that we take the, crude oil there and then it's refined, we pay, and then they bring it out again to come and sell to us the finished product, even it's more, 2, 3, 4 times price of what was, taken to them, and they still gain, we still pay. And as a result of this, of course, they wouldn't like it. So the two side payment or gain they normally enjoy has been cut off. So that's a double jeopardy, double loss for countries in the West who have refinery and have been in charge of refining ab initio. And that's one thing. And the diesel market, the petroleum market, Nigeria is no more importing, as it were, so to say. Now that we have a refinery here, our import, it has drastically reduced. And in addition to it, the current refinery is about to expand again to be the largest refinery in the world. And there are some other local ones too that are also in the pipeline that will also second the one in the country. So then it comes to the hydrocarbon war now, the business of petroleum. Nigeria might have, is working towards being autonomous, not depending on the West or whoever. is gaining from refining and exporting this particular finished product into Nigeria. That's number one. Of course, number two, there are some other school of thought that are talking about the fact that the issue of the BRICS, that Nigeria went, the president of Nigeria went to look for business with the BRICS, that is not doesn't have any intention of joining the BRICS. And what's the BRICS? That's the coming together of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And I think in their last meeting, what they had in South Africa, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was there, even to also, speak, business and look for collaboration, memorandum of understanding, and try to expand Nigeria's market and, woo in more investment and more investors into the country. In the process of doing that, the coming together of BRICS is to totally discourage, transaction with dollars, dollarization of their businesses. So they want to, do business among themselves. That's the ah, uh, five nations that constituted BRICS without using dollar. They want to trade with their own yen from China, the rupees from Russia, and the Brazilian local currency, the South African, also the Indian money, instead of all of them trading with dollar, which the world all over has been used to and has been doing. And this is also affecting the strength of dollar worldwide. That's the reality. And I think it's one of the reasons why, if it seems there is a pressure, like the security consultant of Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited, Dr. Kabir Adamu, is saying that he might not really understand why the pressure is coming. But US cannot just wake up one day and begin to mount pressure. Of course, back to the in quote now, the excuse or the reason for the pressure from US is the cause of Christian genocide. We cannot rule out the fact that there is genocide in Nigeria. We shouldn't, play to the gallery on that matter. But we may not paint it as religious, whether it's Christian or Muslim or traditional worshippers, but people are being killed. And to a large extent, I think Nigerian government need to sit up. If they don't really, really want, in quote now, the so-called Western power to infiltrate the country with a genuine excuse, and at the end of the day, they may want to turn the country to what the likes of Iraq and Afghanistan and the likes of Libya is today. So the earlier, the better for Nigerian government, so that this Western pressure can go off us. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you share. Thank you.